Hello, everyone. My name is Danny, and I'm going to do my review of the 2008 film Fireflies in the Garden. This stars Ryan Reynolds, William Dafoe, Emily Watson, Carrie Ann Moss, Julia Roberts, and 9 years ago, Hayden Panettiere. And we all know what she went on to do in her life, so I'm going to include her as a star of it. So, sorry, a little late here in my time zone, but I wanted to get this movie watched. So, yeah, I thought it was actually a really good film when I started watching it, and then it just kind of got messed up with the time frame and the characters kind of started not caring, and then I don't know, then it didn't make sense, and then yeah, this is one movie. If you like them, it goes past present, and it has the thing where us as humans, as we get older, it seems like things in the past don't really matter. So this movie is kind of going to be famous for me for saying, oh, all this crap that the movie's about, and the name of the movie called Fireflies in the Garden is a name of this book that Ryan Reynolds writes. And at the end of the movie, all the stuff that the movie's about ends up not mattering because we're old and we're family and we love each other, and yeah, we're just going to move on from it. It's kind of a good lesson to learn, I suppose, but I don't know. I don't see how people can make every single movie like that all the time, and you can always think like that all the time, because obviously we know that there's some issues out there that you cannot just forget about. Sometimes what people do to you to scar you as a child actually does matter. And it's coming out more and more nowadays. Maybe it wasn't in 2008 so clear, and maybe the person who made this movie didn't really think about that. But there are some serious things that people do that mess up us as kids. So, obviously, I read to you the cast of this movie back in 2008. Should have been almost a classic, right? I mean, maybe not William Dafoe, but he's older. Everybody knows who he is. So, this movie just doesn't deliver. It does the whole repeat thing or the flashback thing, and then the timeline of that gets a little confusing. And honestly, when they start coming up with names of everybody, it's uncle and cousin. They just keep saying cousin blah, uncle blah. And I don't know why they had to talk like that, but it got a little confusing after a while, who was who. And it took me about 4/10 of the movie to figure out who the heck Jane was as an adult. Hayden Panettiere's character as an adult. So it takes a while to get kind of rolling, and then it has some kind of bad language that doesn't need to be said. Back in 2008, I think if you're making a movie like this, you could think, oh, if I didn't have them say those cuss words, I could have a PG-13 movie. I'd be drawing in a complete different audience. And that's like one of the funniest things about this movie is that it's rated R. It's like, why? It says for sexual content. We don't see anything. If you count a woman's legs as something, I guess that's something, but it's more of a makeout scene than anything. All of our teeny bopping movies should be rated R if that's sexual content, but back in 2008, were we counting dry humping as sexual content? I guess. I don't know. That's kind of weird if it was, but they probably had a different set of guidelines back in 2008 also. So overall, Fireflies in the Garden, I'm not going to give the ending away, but it kind of makes it seem like the rest of the movie just didn't matter. So I'll give it a C minus. I think it should have been better, and whoever wrote this story and whoever advised the characters how to react to each other and stuff could have been a little smarter. And this movie had a lot of potential. I think in the last 9 years of our history that we've had movies like this, and they've really delivered. So I think it was on the right track, and I'm glad I saw it with all those characters that I didn't know this was a movie that Julia Roberts was ever a part of. So I'm glad to see it for that reason. But otherwise than that, it just kind of was disappointing. And if anybody watches this review or has seen this movie, I think you're going to understand why it's kind of ridiculous kind of ending. It's like, why would they choose to do that if the name of the movie is what it is, you know? So, yeah, just a bunch of different ways they could have gone with this. So, again, my name is Danny. Thanks for watching this review. Try and watch my other videos and follow me here on YouTube. I'm going to keep it going here until 2018. Enjoy your movies, guys.